Hey everyone, welcome to this video. And this video, initially I wanted it to be a sort of a update and also a behind the scenes of just the creative process that I have concerning my my various comic scripts. And so, but then I said, you know what, I'm going to record this using my phone, and it'll potentially become a very mini setup, and I haven't really recently dusted so I don't know if I'm going to show too much of anything of my setup, but as I move the camera around, you will see some things. So I don't think I'm going to do like a setup video type thing right now, but it may just be that by default, because I was thinking of recording my screen from my Wacom Cintiq and then doing a separate recording with my phone, and then just splicing the two videos. And I do all the editing, and I can do that, but sometimes I don't know, sometimes it just doesn't, I just like things to flow as smoothly as possible, and I guess I haven't developed my editing chops to that degree. But anyway, enough of that filibuster. That actually wasn't even a filibuster, but I figured I'll just do a recording. And so, like, if something like that happens, this is really my first time holding a phone and recording and stuff like that. I wonder if I had like a GoPro head cam, that would work, But anyway, side tangent. So as I slide over, all right, so yes, so with this video, I just want to demonstrate. So this has been a long-standing project that I've been working on, Love Summer, and I've actually paused on Love Summer because I just want to completely redesign everything. So, I mean, not so much the characters per se, but just the overall look. So this is that's page 5. Some of my files got corrupted somehow when I was doing like a backup, and actually, I think when I was transferring my files from my old laptop to a hard drive, somehow I think I may have accidentally either deleted something, but thankfully all of my pages I save a separate PNG file, so I still actually at the page. I don't have all the layers, which is a bummer, because you could only imagine like background layer, shading layer, highlight layer. I mean, it's it's a pain, but thankfully I am completely redesigning everything, and I think I got up to the 9th page. I'm not sure. Anyway, sidetracking a lot. So I just wanted to change everything. So that's one page. Then this here is another page. This is page 2, and I just had to be real honest with myself, and I felt, it's just not capturing the look that I want. The script for Love Summer is mostly done. The complete breakdown as far as what happens, like the bones of the script, is complete. So there's a beginning, middle, and end. It's just not all fleshed out, but all of the bullet points are in place, and so, but I just writing it and then illustrating, I just wasn't feeling it. And then I was just thinking, there's so much that I want to do. So this would have been the cover page, and probably still will be, I guess, to some degree, because if I do like character design changes, that may affect it. But this, if I can zoom in, so this is like the quality that I want to achieve for each panel, and that takes time. And so there were areas where I was just like, shortcutting, and I was like, man, I need to get this out as quickly as I can. But I'm like, I'm not really liking what I see. So I had an internal conflict of what I want to achieve over each panel. And I was not getting this. And not that this is like super detailed in any type of way, or like the best line work. But this was a piece that, I liked. And I didn't pull up the individual character designs ahead of time, so I'm not going to do that, and I'll save that for like another sort of behind the scene videos exclusively for my Patreon page. So, but anyway, all of that to set up one of the other pieces I've been working on, which is another. And I've removed the notes that would have like name and character design details, because I am posting this to YouTube as well, and also my Patreon page. And there's certain things I don't want to spoil or give away, and just certain items that I want to keep close to the heart before I actually put it out, so that way I still have creative copyright over those things. So right here, I should have uploaded the other. Let me see. I'm gonna go here. Sorry again, amateur vlogging. I have so much more respect. I guess I did not load in that. So these were the final drafts of the face for this female character, right? And I mean, that's the final draft. There was like several other renderings I did, and then I came here and I basically was just working on different hairstyles, and which I'm very pleased with. I am very pleased with this, but I had to be honest with myself. Can I replicate this efficiently, even if it was just like 2 or 3 panels? This was going to be based on like a very a short story, and not like an ongoing series. But still, I was like, man, can I achieve this consistently and efficiently? And I had to be honest with myself. I'm like, I don't know if I can actually do that, because I can zoom in, because there's a lot of details, and this is just a sketch, but there's line work and individual locks. Again, I mean, it's not overly detailed, but I know myself, I struggle with the details and not keeping lines concise. And I'll demonstrate that when I go to my iPad. And so I said, okay, I need to still let me. This is I feel like I'm doing what's that called, Twister game. So I want to be able to still achieve that look, but simpler, just simple lines, just like if you're watching a piece of like animation where animators, they have to make their lines quite efficiently but still expressive, and that's what I'm trying to achieve with actually all of my comic work, because I just don't have the time. I'm going to do undo to be like really detailed as I personally would like to be. And so and I think even if I was doing it full time, perhaps if I was doing it full time, I would have more leeway, but I would still have to be judicious with how much time I actually put into that, as far as being like really overly detailed, ensuring that I have time efficiency with my artwork, so because I write the stories, I illustrate the stories, I ink and I color, and so it's a one-stop shop. So I have to personally be wary of just my workflow. So we're gonna pause on this for now, and even here, then I work on poses, or I shouldn't say poses, but just like overall design, like just what what the clothing would be and all that. So so I was getting far along with this character. I was settled on the head and the face and the hairstyle, even bridging between the two. And then now it's just, okay, from the details of what I wrote, body type, and then just like clothing, just what type of clothing would this character wear, and then giving myself options and stuff like that. So I go through, just a full on creative process to some degree. Sometimes I even lessen that amount of production work. It's probably not the best, but it just saves time. I want to get comfortable with drawing my character and being comfortable knowing that, okay, this is character looking in a 3/4 shot, a full like front on shot, side view profiles, above, below, stuff like that. But usually I would try to draw the character in just different positions, sitting down, running, jumping, then head shots with different expressions and stuff like that. And I just can't do that now. I have to do that while I'm actually doing a panel, and that's all about just time saving. So anyway, so we're going to move on from here, and we're going to slide over to, so this is kind of my digital workplace, my Cintiq laptop that's connected to my Cintiq, and so I'm going to move over to my traditional table. That's going to be somewhat an oxymoron, because although it's my digital table, I'm going to be working on my iPad. That ring, excuse that ring light. Let me just set this up real quick. I didn't want to be on camera, and I still ended up being on camera partially. So here we go. All right, so that ring light is really bright. Let me see if I just turn that off. Okay, there we go. All right, good, that works. I didn't need it. All right, so winding down. So this is the same program, Clip Studio Paint, and I wish that they had a one-time payment, but I think with Photoshop moving from one-time purchase installment to a subscription service, of course you make more money with a subscription service. That's just residual income. It just kind of sucks because you're just paying a certain amount. I mean, especially for Photoshop. I mean, I don't use Photoshop, but you can be, depending on what type of suite you want, and or I should say need on your field, if it's just photography, or if it is illustration, or of a crossover between both, and if you need like an extensive set of suites, that can get really expensive, hundreds of dollars per month, or is it per year? I'm not sure. But here, the Cintiq, not Cintiq, the Clip Studio Paint, it's an annual fee, and I wish it wasn't. I just wish you can just buy it and be done with it, but it's not. But I have it, and I use it on my iPad, because then my iPad works as a portable. I want to just make sure it's not too dim, as a portable sketch pad. So this is kind of a high-end, I shouldn't even say high-end, but I guess a high-end portable option, but you don't need to, and I'll explain that later. But I like it because if I'm not at home, I can work on something on my iPad in Clip Studio Paint, and I'm not sponsored by Clip Studio Paint. It would be great if I was, but I don't have the following for that. But it just works great because I could transfer this file, upload it to the cloud, and sorry, I'm showing so much reflections because I have my overhead fan light on. So hopefully that's not too much of a pain for you guys. Give me a sec. I'm kind of self-conscious about it. I'm gonna turn that off. Can I? Oh, you know what? Let me just couple bulbs because I'm tethered to this phone. I'm trying to look for a completely wireless lapel option, and I just need to take action and find one. So here we go. I think that's better, and I can use this lamp right here. Should I turn this on, make it brighter? Yeah, just turn it away. There we go. Just to make sure I'm not getting a glare. It's still there, and the ring light's still there, so I'm going to turn it off. All right, I'm worrying about the details. See, it struggle with the details, but that light bulb, I need to move that light bulb. I'm sorry, guys. Let me do this. There we go. All right, so yeah, I think that's better. And hopefully this can be one take, because I'm at a point where I'm like, I don't know if I want to redo that all over again. So I'm here, and what I like with this program, I can sketch out anything that I'm working on and upload it to the cloud. When I get home, download it from the cloud in Clip Studio Art or Clip Studio, and then just transfer it to my actual save file on my my Clip Studio on my laptop. So it's an investment for this program on my iPad, and it's been great. So point about wrapping up. So you can see here, this is the same, because I actually worked on this on my iPad, and then this is months ago, where I was done with it and I uploaded to the cloud and downloaded it on my laptop. But here I was trying to work on a more simplified approach, still maintaining the overall look here, but just simplifying the lines, so that way I can reproduce the artwork with a better, efficient workflow. And this is what I've come up with, where I can, and I'll just demonstrate. So you can see here, there's not that much difference. If I come down here, there's a line right here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the chin, and then right here, the pointy, I guess the frontal part of the chin, and then the broad side of the chin. So like six line strokes, and then here it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. And you can see that better when this is just a headshot, and then it's just me coming down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then side of the head. And just to illustrate what that looks like in real time. Oops, I'm sorry. This cord is in the way. Here we go. So in real time, I feel like I need more light. There we go. So I'm starting, if I was just doing this sketch over again, my constructive lines. I know that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have my ear right there, and my neck, and my constructive circle my eyes. So nose, bridge, then the lips, eyebrows, eyebrows. And as you can see, I'm keeping this loose, and this is how I would sketch it, loose. My ears are more comical, so I keep it that way. So I'm trying to simplify my whole workflow. So if I was drawing like a typical realistic ear, it would be more like that, and I would, actually draw out the canals of the ear itself, so, and I'll just add more details to make it a more realistic ear than just the traditional sort of like comic cartoon ear. But I'm resolving to double tap to erase. Of late, sometimes this pencil doesn't react, to just keeping it simple, just simple, but yet creative to some point. And so there we go. So I have my head shape right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this way I can simplify the whole drawing process. And then of course, the hair, I keep that simple too, instead of having like multiple strands. See, all of this is timed. That stroke, I forget who it was. Was it Doug TenNapel talking about like the efficiency or something, the economy of strokes? So I can do all that. But you know what, that takes time. So I should have did this on a separate, but instead of doing that, I'm trying to purpose to just keep simple strokes. And again, I am sketching, so I may add more, but it's going to force my hand to simplify by my drawing. So instead of having individual strokes like that, it may just be a few to indicate the contours of the hair, and then that way I can achieve this and still maintain the essence of this piece, but simplifying it so it looks like this, and then the creative process is more efficient, so and then when I am able to do this full time, I may be able to do more details, but I just don't have enough time. I don't know how much longer Yahweh will keep me on this earth, but there's so many stories I want to tell, so many characters I want to share and flesh out on paper and screen, that I need to find ways to reinvent my art flow and my art style as well. And so that's why some things I will be simplifying, as you probably saw with my janitorial service comic. It's moving. This is probably, anyway, so spill the beans. So I'm moving from single panel to multiple panel, and that takes time. So I have to figure ways how I can simplify, and that's pretty simple what I do with janitorial services. And so, but if I want to expand overall presentations and stuff like that, I need to I just feel like it's kind of dim. I need to just find ways to be more efficient. So thanks for tuning into this video. How long has this been? I will appreciate the time. Oh wow, so yeah, 25 minutes. So I'm going to transition back over to this screen. So yeah, so if you want to help and allow me to I shouldn't say allow me, but further help me in the journey of creating comic books and comic series and stories, be sure to go to my Patreon page. That's patreon.com/MrLowLully. You can support me there financially, and that'll be appreciated. Or if you want to just support, be a member, and the free uploads, so that some of them that are available, you can consume the content there. You can also go to my YouTube page, type in Mr. Lully. You should be able to find that, and my Facebook page as well, which is Mr. Lully or Mr. Comics. So thanks again for taking the time, sitting down or standing up, laying down, wherever you are, for watching this video. Thanks to my patrons that are currently on my Patreon page, and until next time, grace and peace.